It is Tuesday, the 31st of January, and I am home. I am home because there is an ice storm that has hit the south, especially in Dallas where I am. And I was unable to go to the shop because we didn't venture out. Normally when there is ice on the roads here, it causes a lot of accidents. Most people don't know how to drive on that, probably including myself. My husband usually does the driving when situations like this happen. And we simply just did not want to venture into that whole mess. There are probably between 3 and 5 inches of ice on the roads, and again, it's very dangerous. We did find out that the road that takes us to the shop was actually shut down because an 18-wheeler basically got stuck on the ice and jackknifed, and so it was blocking the highway completely. So we're home, and I'm going to show you what I'm going to be doing from home probably for the next day or two, because if we're not able to get out of here tomorrow, either Wednesday, I'll have to find something to do. I do have certain things to get done for the shop, pricing and things like that, and then some things that I will upcycle. So let's just do a video about that today. How's that? So here are some of the items that I'll be working on: pricing, cleaning, upcycling. And by upcycling, I mean some of the stuff will get painted because it's quite ugly, or I don't know, it needs fixing, or just a simple update. Having a painted furniture business is an amazing thing. That's how I got started, and that's really all that I did for a long time. However, I do have a small shop out of one of the malls here that sells furniture and goods and clothing and vintage stuff and all of that. And sourcing for that store takes a long time also. It takes a good chunk out of my day, my week. And that is something that I haven't shared here before. So the items that I'm about to show you are those things that I actually take to the shop, but they have to source them and then bring them home, clean them up, do the research on them, price them according to market, but also making sure that I'm gonna make a couple of dollars out of it, taking them to the store, arranging the store. And so that takes a lot of time. So that is something that I will be showing you on this video. That is normally what I do, but like I said, haven't shared before, but it's something that I also enjoy a lot. So let me show you. I'm always looking for a good deal and looking for vintage home decor and accessories. Some of these items I'll use for staging as well for some time, and then when I get tired of it, I simply just take it to the store and sell it. Every little thing gets a good clean before it goes to the store. So after cleaning everything, what I have left for today is to basically go and grab each piece, go on Google, on Etsy, on eBay, and figure out if there is another piece that is like it out there, how much it's selling for, and then deciding what I'm going to sell it for in my shop, tag the piece, wrap it up, put it in a box, and then take it with me the next day and take it to the shop so that there's new things, fresh things all the time there for people to buy, because furniture doesn't always sell. But I was told in the first 3 months that I was in this business, going on 11 years ago now, that smalls pay rent, and that is very true. Smalls pay rent for me and a lot more. So I keep smalls all the time in the shop because they're extremely important, and that is what people can afford. If they can afford a piece of furniture, although they like it, but they can afford this bowl to put on a piece of furniture, they might buy this and think about the piece of furniture for a little bit longer. So smalls pay the rent. I've got to admit that tagging is not what you're going to enjoy the most. I certainly don't. It takes a long time. However, it is something that is super important because keeping the store fresh is what will keep people coming back to you. You even sometimes get people asking you for certain things and they come back and check it out weekly. I wanted to make a point about something for those of us who are in this business, or for those of you watching who are not but would like to be in this business, and is that pricing is important. We don't want to gouge anyone for pricing for something that we are buying secondhand and thrifting, or buying at a garage sale or an estate sale. But I want those of you purchasing to remember something. We are handling each piece 4 times. And let me count the times. We're sourcing it, so we're buying it 1 time, wrapping it, bringing it home, unwrapping it, tagging it, wrapping it again, taking it to that next source, and there unwrapping it again to sell it. And for those of you who sell online, or for those of us who sell online also, it's the same thing. You buy it, bring it home, you clean it, that's the 2nd time. You put it away, that's the 3rd time, and then a 4th time when you take it out to ship it, it's 4 times. Each of those times you're spending minutes on that piece, and time is money. So make sure that you are selling everything remembering that those things are happening 4 times. Your time is valuable. Remember that. Now, this is one of my favorite days, upcycling day, because, for example, I'm giving those busts a fresh coat of paint and they look completely different. Those are going to the store and people are not gonna think that they're just vintage things, but newer, that something that you can find at one of the stores that are very in right now. For the glass jar, I am doing 2 coats of paint with baking soda, and that way it gives it a different look. I'm gonna use that for staging because it had a little crack on it. The one with the leaves, I also did 2 coats of paint and finished that one up with a coat of wax for protection, and it's gonna look absolutely great. That one is going to the shop. And now these I am keeping for myself, for my house. I've been basically upcycling these vases because they're very, very expensive. I can never find the ones in the colors that I want, so I'm creating my own color palette, if you will, and I'm using them, and when I get tired of them, I will take them to the store. This is how those 2 ended up, and then this 3 in black, and they look fantastic. The next day, my husband and I went to the shop. This is at Frisco Mercantile. It is in Frisco, Texas, and so when you guys are around, make sure that you come by and see us. I brought in this kind of entertainment unit, if you will, and I'm putting some old doors behind it to give it a separation. And also so that I have something that is like a wall, but that I can arrange and rearrange anytime that I need to. But I have that additional space to hang pictures and things like that. So I'm doing basically a refresh, and it takes usually double the time that I always anticipate. So you will see that I will end up at a stage for the day and then come back. This is on Friday when we were actually able to get out of the house finally, and everybody was happily going in and out of the store. You'll see a whole bunch of people coming through, and so I didn't record a whole lot, but you get the idea. I will come back today, Saturday, and finish up. This is after 5 hours of work where my store ended up, and trust me, it was a hot mess. Luckily, I was able to get in there first thing in the morning on Saturday and finish up. There's a lot of moving parts because there's a lot of little stuff to move. But at last, again, the store is called Frisco Mercantile, and this is what it looks like now. The space got a total refresh. Everything got moved around because people don't see things all the time. You have to constantly be moving it around so that people discover it. And sometimes you move something from one side of the shop to the other, and then somebody comes in and says, oh, I've never seen this before, and it's been there for 2 to 3 months. So make sure that you're always moving stuff around. I also brought in this new display, and I get to put more stuff, and I get to go shopping more often. I love it. Guys, I hope that you enjoyed this video. I know it was different from what I normally do, but let me know if you did. Thanks. Bye.